So here we are, day 3. So far, it's been a total fail. We were headed into Hartford, Connecticut to go to the Connecticut Museum of History, or the Museum of Connecticut History. We tried, we got there, we drove around twice and could find absolutely no parking. Turns out it's right in downtown Hartford, right behind the Capitol. All of the courts, the Supreme Court and all of the traffic courts, all of the courts are along there. And apparently it's big court day, I guess, because there was absolutely no parking except like quite a few blocks away, and Dave with his balance problems, he can't walk that far. Yeah, so, and yeah, I don't like to parallel park. One of the few spots we found was a very tight parallel parking, and I wasn't even going to try that. So after circling around twice, we turned around and left. So we just came from a little shop that Dave wanted to look into, and now we stopped at Burger King to go use the restrooms, because we drank. Dave had coffee, I had tea, and yeah, it's that time. So we are doing that, and now we are headed to a place called the Village Wool, which is a yarn shop. So yeah, Dave did have success at the shop he was going to. So we're hitting a couple more little shops for him and 2 yarn shops for me today. So we'll see how the rest of our day goes. So I'm in this cute little town of Glastonbury. This is like outside of town. It's this cute little, looks like a mill across the street. There's a little market, but here is what I came for. Across the street here is Village Wool, and I'll show you later what I got. It was jam-packed full of yarn. So we had success finally. I got to a yarn store. I was visiting the Village Wool yarn shop. It is in Glastonbury, Connecticut, and the people there were so sweet. They showed, we were talking about what we were all making and working on. There were some ladies, 3 ladies in there knitting when I went in, and one of the ladies that worked there showed me around the shop. They did request, since they were not the owners, I didn't take any video while I was in there because the owner wasn't there to give me permission, which I totally understand. I did take pictures of the outside, a little video. It was a cute little, like a village, basically. It's not downtown Glastonbury, it's kind of outside, and yeah, it was just a cute little area, little coffee shop next door and everything. So let me show you what I got. And this yarn shop was very, very well stocked too. I mean, yarn all over the place, and they had a 70% off sale running, which I did not take advantage of, only because a lot of it was cotton, and I've got a lot of cotton right now, and yeah, I go for bright colors apparently. So the first thing I got, and there's absolutely no plan for what I'm going to do with this. It might end up in my hexie blanket, but look at the colors. Because you know me, I tend to gravitate towards turquoise and purple, and that's showing up pretty true to color. This is, it's called Gusto Wool Echoes, or Echoes. It is hand-dyed sock weight yarn, 80% merino wool, 20% nylon. She had a huge sock yarn section. And these come in 2 skeins, 1 for each sock, which is really pretty cool too. Let's see, the total yardage on this is, I know I saw it on here, 440 yards, or 400 meters. And it's dye lot number 7. They should give a name to something this pretty, but there it is. So that's the first thing I bought. Then I got these things to go together. See if I can hold them up. Yes, I have 2 of these, and again, this is that same brand of yarn I just showed you. This is the Echoes Gusto Wool. But look at the colors in that. It just reminds me of springtime, you know, green grass, pretty flowers. So again, this is 440 yards or 400 meters, and it is an 80-20 mix, and it is superwash merino, by the way. So I have 2 of those, so a total of 4 like mini skeins. I think this is cool. It's the way they've already packaged it with 2 separate skeins so that you can just wind them up and start knitting. You don't have to take your ball of yarn and hopefully divide it evenly and then work from there and hope one sock doesn't end up longer than the other one before you run out of yarn. So yeah, this was really great, but I love these colors. And what I got to go with it is, this is Barocco Vintage Sock Hand Paint, and this is a 52% acrylic, 40% wool, 80% nylon, and it is 437 yards or 400 meters. And does it have a color? It does have a color. This is called emerald green, or I got that wrong. Emerald Dream. So here is it. I'm holding it back in the shade because when I pull it up here, the light blows out the color. But that's very true to color right there. And when you put these together, look how neat that is going to look. I think that's going to be perfect together. Now my thoughts for this is I'm going to make like a kerchief shawl. I'll have about 1,200, little over 1,200 yards. Well, by the time I get all the extras here, I'll probably have closer to maybe 1,300 or more yards for this. So I think I'm going to make a nice, like a kerchief shawl. I might use one of the patterns I designed, Keeping You in Stitches. I might do that with this. I'm not sure. I will look around and see what I can find. But my thoughts with this are, I'm currently, you know, knitting a short-sleeved sweater that's in an avocado color, and this has so many greens, I think it would work, that I could wear it with, you know, on those chilly days. But I also have a solid green sweater that I made last year that would also go with this. And it's solid, so there's no colors to compete with it, and those would look really nice too, because you know I'm always freezing when I'm in church because the air that comes on. So I think even in the winter time it'll look pretty. So I think that's what I'm going to do with it, is between my short sleeved and long sleeved green sweater, I can put this with it, and I think it'll look really nice. So that's yarn shop number 1. But there's more coming. We have another one today that we're going to be hitting in just a few minutes. So we're stopped right now to shop. Dave's looking in, and I'll get back to you when we go to the next shop. So we are back at the hotel room, and we did not go, well, we tried to go to the second yarn shop. It was in Middletown, Connecticut, and we drove through town. I saw the shop. I drove up and down the street a couple of times, finally found a place to park, put change in the meter, walked all the way up it, and they had a sign on the door that they were closed today. So anyway, we had our one yarn shop, which I had a wonderful time at. So if any of you ladies from Village Wool are watching, thanks again. I really had fun. And next time I'm in the area, I will definitely stop by. You have a wonderful and beautiful little shop with lots and lots of yarn, our favorite thing. So thanks for watching today. Make sure you come back on Friday for our last day in Connecticut. Bye everybody.